And it was a little bit of a surprise in my senior year that I kind of got to that fall semester of the avant-gardes and 20th century art seminar and kind of realized, oh, this just happened. I am an art history major by you know by incidence. But now I am becoming an art history major by choice and really thinking about art history as a discipline that offered me a foundation to create a professional relationship with art that was meaningful, and that I felt could work toward the advancement of more complete and inclusive histories, that could invite conversations across difference. Like I got really jazzed by the revolutionary potential of avant-garde art.
As an art history major, I wish I had known or taken more advantage of TRICO. There's a lot of amazing art history professors and classes and opportunities at Bryn Mawr specifically. I also didn't study abroad, and I wish that I had done that.
I was I was originally kind of afraid to major in art history. I think
Mm.
there was this maybe very like rational and traditional side of me that was like an art history major, what kind of job am I going to get? What am I going to do? And I remember the summer after my freshman year talking with my parents, because when I started at Swarthmore, I was taking a lot of art history classes and then I was taking a lot of econ classes because in my mind I thought that, econ was a rational, smart thing to major in. And I remember talking with my dad and him saying, go for what really you're passionate about and what makes you excited. You're at Swarthmore to learn and to immerse yourself in these new things. Try that out, give it your all. If it doesn't work out, then you can figure out something else afterwards, but just try and see what happens. Um, and I did, and it's worked out, and I'm so happy. And I feel like I have um, so many friends that are art history majors, friends from Swarthmore, but also friends from other schools that are doing such different things now. I have, friends that are curators, friends that are pursuing their PhD, friends that are writers, people that are working at the intersections of law and art or working in conservation. With myself, like working more with local government and cultural heritage, and so there's so many paths that are open in the field, and so I think that yeah would have been a great thing to kind of know in the beginning that just because I'm majoring in art history doesn't mean that I'm for sure going to be a curator or something like that, but just knowing that um, majoring in art history and architectural history, I think more than anything else kind of gave me an analytical tool set to apply to different subject matters. Like when you're, I don't know, in some of our like foundational courses, when you're doing like a close visual analysis on a painting, those are skills that I feel like I use in all of my classes now, whether I'm looking at a building, whether I'm looking at a policy, whether I'm, looking at an urban plan or something like that. It's, all of these questions that we learned to ask, the things that we learned, like how to suss out certain nuances, how to think about the creator of, a piece of art or a plan or a building, and then the user and different communities and how different communities appropriate subjects throughout time, I think are really applicable to so many different fields, not just, the realm of physical material art. And, I think in general, I felt like I gained so many analytical skills and writing skills and presentation skills and really communication skills that I think are transferable to so many different fields.
I think I wish I would have had more contact with people who were in the field. I think at the time when I was going through, the people we had contact with were definitely more of the academic scholars. Um, and while that appealed to me, I always knew that I needed to have a lot more sort of hands-on aspect of it.
I wish I had imagined
Mm.
other things beyond being a professor, like professors who I loved. I think there's just so much work that needs to be done to support the arts beyond academia, which is one important piece of that puzzle. But the arts don't have the kind of backing in the United States that they do in some other countries, where the government is really ensuring that the art of our time is being supported outside of the market.